Guys, Simon and Levi here from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Hoi An, bringing you the NRL tips for round 6.
Yeah, last round,
Tough round to pick.
tough round. I think I got one back on you.
Yeah.
Top of our tipping comp was Wendy, where we got 6 out of 8 and a perfect margin.
Good job, Wendy. All right, so going on to the first game of the week, we got the Knights at home to the Roosters.
Yeah, that one, I think I'm going to go Knights just on the back of the Roosters are going to be without Teddy, without Walker, without Dom Young. There might be one or two more potentially. And
Still missing another couple of players as well. Knights are one of the only teams that don't have really many injuries. So,
or suspensions for that matter.
Yeah,
in Dom Young's case.
Definitely, I think the Knights started to look a bit better last round, and Roosters.
Yeah, I don't know what that performance against the Bulldogs was. That was bizarre.
Yeah,
That was that's a strange game.
Yeah, not a great tackle either. So, all right, moving on to Friday night's game. The first game, Storm at home to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean that one you got to favour the Storm at home, playing some really tough football, and just finding ways to win yet again.
Well, yeah, I mean it was a game of attack last week for the Storm against the Broncos, but they're fairly full strength as well. So yeah, I think the Storm at home.
Yeah,
the Bulldogs have got plenty of injuries and
yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of in and outs, and I mean we got a unexpected win over the Roosters. That was weather. That was the Roosters doing strange things, and I mean to be honest, we nearly lost against 12 men.
Mm-hmm.
So
Storm at home.
Storm at home, yeah.
Okay, so going on to the second game Friday night, we've got Broncos at home to the Dolphins.
Yeah, that one.
It's like Reece Walsh will play.
Is he back already? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got headgear on and he's been running around at training, so there's a good chance that that they'll name him today, which will probably push Sailor back to the 17 jersey. Dolphins are going like Herbie done an AC, I think, and so he's going to be an extended period on the sidelines. Flegger's probably going to play, maybe they reckon. So there's a few injuries and that at the Dolphins as well, and so I reckon the Broncos will get this win.
Yeah, I mean the Broncos look impressive even in defeat, at least offensively. I mean defensively, probably I don't think Kevy was probably too happy about the performance, getting that many points scored against them.
Yeah, but they're.
But I mean, for them to put 30 points on the Storm without Walsh, without Reynolds there in the second half, impressive. And I think the Broncos moving forward, their record isn't great so far for the beginning of the season, but they're a scary team.
Yeah, I think they're going to go on a little bit of a run now. They got a couple of games where they could get back in the.
And I mean, the Dolphins are good, so I think they'll give them a close game, but the Broncos should be too strong.
They'll definitely miss Herbie. Don't know who they bring in, whether it's Tuari Valance, or Tessie New. Hopefully not new. Anyway, going on to Saturday's game, Warriors at home to the Eagles. It's a pretty tough one to pick, really, isn't it? Warriors. You'd have to probably fancy Warriors at home. Their spine looked amazing on the weekend.
I mean, that's going to be a good test to see where they're at. I think it's quite easy to look amazing against the Bunnies at the moment. I think.
Yeah, true.
They're not putting up too much resistance.
Seagulls are going to have a real crack. They're loving their bench rotation. Nathan Brown and Sipley, they're killing it on the bench rotation.
Oh yeah, they came off the bench and dominated the Penrith pack.
Yep,
that's
with Fisher Harris coming off the bench as well. Yeah. They Panthers had Fisher Harris there to compensate that, and still got belted
done for. Yeah, no, that was impressive. That was an impressive performance.
Yeah, Seagulls are every chance in this game. I think I'm going to tip the Warriors at home. I think they're they got plenty of points in them.
Yeah, I'm going Warriors as well. I'm liking the Warriors. I'm liking Manly as well. I think both those teams got a good chance of finishing top 4 the way they're going.
Yeah, I agree. Don't. And Saturday's game, we got Eels at home to the Cows.
Yeah, that one. I gotta fancy the Cowboys. I think the Eels without Moses, they're a bit leaderless.
Yeah, struggling a little bit.
I mean,
Cartwright's out. Yeah, just kind of like they are struggling a little bit. You know, Gutho's doing his best, but he's carrying some sort of rib or sternum.
Yeah.
You know, you can see him wincing in pain like he always does. You know, hobbling around. And Sivo just didn't look the same. You know, like he hasn't looked the same. He's getting tries still, but he just hasn't quite looked the same. He looks a bit slower. So yeah, I think the Cows.
Yeah.
This one.
Then the last game on the Saturday, the Bunnies up against the Sharks.
Yeah, you can't really tip the Bunnies, can you? Latrell's out. Could be a good thing. Who knows what they do? Whether they bring that young lad into fullback.
Oh, they're talking about that. Gray, the kid that's been tearing up the New South Wales Cup.
I think that's probably your best option. They were even floating Whiten back there, but man, I don't know.
No.
Put him in 5'8" there. Move Cody. Now that Eels is out for a while as well, even though he's playing cup, he's broken leg and.
Yeah, the Bunnies are. I mean, anything you watch NRL related at the moment is centered around the Bunnies and Latrell. And
Sharks are getting a couple of their players back as well. They're still missing a couple of their forwards, but they're going to have a few players back. So
yeah, Sharks should win that one.
Get that. Yeah. Then Sunday's game. This is going to be a tough one to pick as well. Tigers at home to the Dragons.
Yeah, I mean that one.
Tigers are still missing a couple of players. Uppy was carrying a leg. You know, I'm not sure what that is, a cork or something, and so he was struggling a bit. Bateman's out now, concussion, I think, and they've got a couple of their other forwards look like they're going to be out as well. So the Tigers, they're going to be up against it.
Yeah, but I mean, the Dragons were yet again kind of disappointing on the weekend. Like you would have assumed up in that wet weather, like their big boys would have suited them. Like they're a big strong team, and that was like the perfect conditions for them to just run over Newcastle.
They're going to be making some changes. I think Lomax is going to go to fullback. They dropped their winger and Rabbitohs or whatever. I think he's gone. So yeah, look.
Yeah, they're just not performing.
I think this is a really tough one to pick though. Just with both teams, there's quite a bit of shake up this week, and but I'm going to back Benji and the Tigers to get a tough win.
Yeah, I mean, I picked the Tigers last week, which didn't quite work out, but I reckon I'm going to back them again this week. And I like where they're headed. Like, I think I might actually pick them a few times this year as opposed to last year. Like, I think
John Morris is really doing well as defensive coach and kind of showing where the Rabbitohs are losing out. They let him go and he's gone to the Tigers and the Tigers are looking good defensively. So, yeah, there we go. Then last game of the round, Raiders at home to the Titans.
Yeah, that's
pretty easy pick here.
Yeah, walk in the park. Like, Raiders going to walk all over them.
Yeah, not much to say about the Titans yet.
No, I mean, Foreign's out with the ankle injury now as well. So,
I think Brimson might move into the halves. That could add some spark. But
I mean, the most interesting thing about the Titans this season will be if Fafita picks up his option at least before round 10. That's about as exciting as it will get for them.
Yeah,
nothing happening there.
So there's our tips. Good luck with yours.
Yeah, let us know your tips down in the comments below. Let us know all the other stuff you got to say. And as always, comment, like and subscribe as well. Helps us out a ton. And we'll see you next week.